Hi everyone, my name is Serena. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you all of the books that I have acquired in the past 9 months, I think. Ever since my last book haul, which was in July, I think. And I also forgot to say that I am unhauling some books, and I'm going to put a picture on the screen right now, and I'm going to put them on my Pango Books shop. I will link it at the bottom in the description if you want to check it out. It's not going to be in chronological order of how I acquired them because I don't remember. But the first category I'm going to call books that I have already read. Let's start with this one, Atmosphere. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I bought it last year. I read it last year. I loved it. One of my favorite books of 2025. It's about the first women who go to space, and it's LGBTQ. There's a lesbian relationship in here, and it was really good. My Friends by Fredrik Backman. This is about an aspiring young artist who finds this painting and slowly finds out the story behind it and the people who are portrayed in it. This is a book that I read a long time ago. I read it in high school, but I remember loving it, so I bought it so I can reread it sometime. A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. This is about two women under the reign of the Taliban in Afghanistan. Another book that I read last year is We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kleiwer. This is about a new married couple who moves into this house, and this family comes knocking at their door saying that they used to live there and they wanted to see the house, so they let them in, but it seems like they don't want to leave. Another book that I read, Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang. It's about these two authors, a white author and an Asian author. The Asian author does die at some point at the beginning of the book, and the white author decides to steal the Asian author's work and claim it as her own. The Poppy Fields by Nikki Erlich, another favorite from last year. This is about multiple people who are on this journey to the poppy fields and why they're going there. The poppy fields is this place where people go to sleep off their grief. And yeah. Now let's move on to the next category, which I am calling books that I'm gonna read in the near future or that I'm already currently reading. So I have Business Proposal. This is a manhwa, and last year I watched the show and loved it. This book is about an employee that goes on a fake date with the boss, the CEO, and she doesn't know that at first that she was going to go on a blind date with the CEO, but she is actually not the person he thought he was going on a date with, because she's just covering for a friend that doesn't want to go on these blind dates, and it's fun. And yeah, she does it obviously for her family, for money, for her friend to help her, and now she's in this fake dating situation, and it's fun. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. I want to read this soon. This is about a woman who befriends an octopus who helps her discover or solve the mystery of the disappearance of her son. This is also a book that has octopus in the title. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of going with the theme here. I want to read books with octopus in the book or on the cover. And this is The Life of the Common Octopus by Emma Knight. And this is about a girl who goes to Scotland to try and figure out what her parents are keeping from her, because she knows that they're keeping a secret from her. So she goes to this old family friend's castle. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I also really want to read this soon because I just saw the movie. I loved it. And I'm also going to BookCon, and the author's going to be there, and yeah, I just want to read it. I read The Martian by him and it was fun. So yeah, this is about this science teacher who ends up going to space, and he wakes up alone on this spaceship, not with amnesia. He doesn't remember what happens, and slowly he realizes that he has a really important job and he has to like save the world. Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. This is another book I bought because of BookCon. The author is going to be there, and also I want to watch the show. I don't know. The hype is getting to me. I want to watch it and I want to read it. I know this is the second book in the show, in the series, and I think I'm just going to read this one for now. I know they're not like, I don't have to read them all. This one in particular is an enemies to lovers trope romance story about these two hockey players. Next, I have the only nonfiction book I'm hauling today, and that is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green, and it's about tuberculosis. John Green talks about this disease that is still very much present today, and I know like we think that is something in the past, but it's still very present in so many countries, and he talks in depth about this and it sounds very interesting. Next category I want to call Japanese books because they're all by Japanese authors. Let me start with the 25th anniversary volumes. I think these are omnibus, called omnibus volumes, because in one of them there are like multiple volumes within. So I have the first 3 of the 25th anniversary, and I just want to start reading more manga, and this looks just so pretty. Look at these covers and sprayed edges. I think this series is like a collaboration with some stylist, Vivienne Westwood. I think this manga really incorporates Vivienne Westwood's style, but I think this is about these 2 girls called Nana. They're both called Nana, and they start living together because, you know, they're broke in Japan, and it's about their lives and their friends. This is The Healing Hippo of Hinode Park by Michiko Aoyama, and this is about these apartment residents and their stories and this hippo statue that apparently heals people. Next, I have The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop by Takuya Asakura, and this is also an arc about this bookshop that only appears during cherry blossom season, and it's also, you know, a situation in which we see multiple people's life stories in it. Next, we have Hooked by Asako Yuzuki. This book is about obsession. It's about a woman being obsessed with another woman, and yeah, that's all I know. Next group of books that I have here to show you are a group of arcs that are not out yet. These are books that are not out yet, or they're almost out. I think this one comes out next week, and also this one comes out next week. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. This is Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke, and this is about a trad wife influencer. And I know those were like very popular last year or something. I don't know, but this sounds very interesting because this influencer all of a sudden wakes up in the 1800s in a brutal reality. So it sounds very interesting to me, and I can't wait to read this actually. This one is a thriller written by Evelyn Clark, which is a pen name for 2 authors. I think one of them is V.E. Schwab. And the other one is Kat Clark, and this is The Ending Writes Itself. It's about a bunch of authors who go to the Scottish island, and they have a certain amount of time to finish this book by this author who just recently died. I have A Fortune of Sand by Ruta Sepetys. I really like Ruta Sepetys. I have to read more of her books. I still have them on my TBR, but I just like her historical fiction, and this is another historical fiction, a more recent one. It's set in Detroit, 1927. So it's about this rich daughter. She's the daughter of this rich family who goes to this very prestigious and restrictive arts program, and she has to solve a mystery. So yeah, don't really know much about this. The Secret World of Briar Rose. This is by Cindy Pham. She's a YouTuber. I won this in a Goodreads giveaway. This is the arc. It comes out in June. It's a Sleeping Beauty retelling in which this girl goes looking for her sister and ends up in this dream world of a princess. And yeah, the cover is really pretty. The next category I'm gonna say are all horror or thriller books. And first of all, we have Beta Vulgaris by Margie Sarsfield, and this is about this woman who is working at this beet field in Minnesota, and workers slowly start disappearing and she starts losing her mind. So that's the first one. The second horror book slash thriller book I think this is a YA. It's I Am Made of Death by Kelly Andrew. This is about this guy who takes a job as an interpreter for a mute princess or heiress. She is not actually mute, but she is cursed, I think. So if she does speak, people die. So she chose not to, and she is planning an exorcism so she can liberate herself apparently and talk again. Then I have Girl Dinner by Olivia Blake, and I don't really know what's going on here. All I know is that it's about a sorority, I think, and it's about two women in the sorority, and I'm assuming weird stuff happens. Then I have Hot Wax by ML Rio. This is a 2-timeline story. In the past, we have this girl who is on the road with her father and her father's band. And in today's, or more recent timeline, she's also on the road, but she's on the run from something that happened in the past. Anatomy of an Alibi by Ashley Elston. Two women swap identities to find out one of the women's husband's secrets, but then the husband dies. The final category has no name. It's just the rest of the books that I have to show you. These are the last 6 books. First one is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. This is a dark fantasy slash vampire book about 3 women in different centuries. That's all I know about it. Sisters in the Wind by Angeline Bully. This is about a teen on the run, and she is slowly discovering things about her family's past after an explosion happens. And the characters in here are indigenous. The Seventh Veil of Salome by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. And when I saw this book, I thought it was giving The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I bought it, and it's about these 2 women who really want this role, Salome. One of them gets it, and that sparks envy in the other one. This next book is also about indigenous characters in Canada this time. It's 5 Little Indians by Michelle Good. It's about these 5 kids who get released from a residential school, and they go to Vancouver, and it's about them going into society, I guess, and processing their trauma. Next book is Worth Fighting For by Jessie Q. Sutanto. I think this is like a series about like all of the princesses. Every book is a retelling about a different princess, but I decided to pick this one up because Mulan is my favorite princess, and this is about this girl who impersonates her father at a business meeting because her father falls ill, and they were about to like make a big sale, and this other company for some reason doesn't make deals with women, so she dresses up as her father, and then this guy, I'm assuming, is part of the other business, and she falls for him. But yeah, It's a modern day Mulan retelling. Last book that I have here to show you is Maggie, or A Man and a Woman Walk into a Bar by Katie Yee. And this is a story about this woman who finds out that her husband is cheating with a woman called Maggie, and at the same time she finds out that she has breast cancer, and she calls her breast cancer Maggie as well. So it's about her processing both situations, I'm assuming. So those are all of the books that I have acquired since the last book haul I filmed. I hoped you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these, and if any of these are like super good that I have to prioritize reading. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.